Welcome to this latest episode of Success Sunday. I am so excited about this episode because I'm here with two of my most favourite people, Hayley and Alex. They're two of my personal mentees. They have just completed on their first property deal, and we're going to explain to you exactly how they managed to do this so you can go and do it as well. So in this video, I'm going to be talking with Hayley and Alex. These guys have literally gone all out in property. Alex even quit his job and he went full time, and now they've just got their first property deal. I'm so excited for them. So you might be watching this video and perhaps you're completely brand new to property. Maybe you've been in property for some time and you've not yet got the momentum going. We are going to find out right now how they got their first deal. This is really going to help you. So if you want to grow a property business, this video is definitely one to watch. Okay, brilliant. So Hayley, Alex, great to have you on the show, Success Sunday. And how long have we actually been working together for now?
Since the beginning of November.
Yeah, so we came to a property investment summit back in October, wasn't
20th of October, yeah.
Yeah, and we just knew instantly then that there was synergy between us. We liked exactly what you were doing. We knew that we wanted to be mentored by you. We knew that was the journey we had to take. So nice. Yeah, we did it a bit back to front, yeah. Really. So we came to the event, obviously liked what you guys spoke about, and as Al explained, felt the synergy there, and we'd get on with you to work with you. And we knew exactly what we wanted to achieve, what our goal was, what our why was, and we knew how to get there was joining the academy and having that one-to-one mentorship. So we literally, first thing Monday morning, phoned up Assets for Life and went full whack into the academy. Yeah. And and then we didn't actually do the boot camp until January, but we got on it straight away.
So that was in October. You came to my one-day events, and when we say you went all in, like you literally went all in, right? Like you bought all my courses, you joined the highest level package that you can possibly join, and you just thought, you know what, in for a penny, in for a pound. You came on the 3-day advanced training in January this year, and your primary strategy was rent to rent. So why rent to rent?
So we chose rent to rent because it was a sort of cash flow replacing strategy to get me out of the day job. The whole reason why we're doing this is because we've got our little girl Elena. She's 15 months now, and I was spending a lot of time in my corporate job, a lot of hours away from home, and it wasn't something that I wanted A, to do right now, and B, to bring her up in that way. So we knew we had to replace my income as soon as we could, and we knew the way to do that was to join Assets for Life, be personally mentored by you. We know all your sort of what your mission is, what your values are, and they were completely aligned with ours. Nice. Rent to rent was the strategy for us because we knew that was the quickest way out. Yeah.
And I was just going to say, it's the power of education. Whatever it is, whatever job or career that you want, what do we primarily teach the youth to go and do? Go to university, train in your course or subject area, go out and get a job and build your career. Yep. It's no different. You're investing into an academy like a university. You're studying in the field that you want to practice in. You go out and you do it, and you become successful if you put the time in and you use the tools that are given to you. Yeah,
not only that, we're being trained and mentored by two amazing guys that are actually out there doing it. You're not being taught by someone who was a property investor 10 years ago who's just training. These guys are actually properly doing it, and that's
really good feedback to hear. And you've really done amazing over the last few months. You've had some challenges, but you've gone all in because you know what it takes to be successful. You know that you can't be half in, half out, and you've fully committed. You've invested massively in yourself. You've really tapped into me and my business partner, Jay, and you've literally got stuck to us like glue, right? And you've tapped us up, and we've had meetings and phone calls and WhatsApps. What's been some of your biggest challenges over the last few months?
So personally for me, biggest challenge initially was time. However, we sort of worked together and mitigated against that. But also for us with rent to rent, it was about the confidence to go out there and the ability to portray what we're doing as a sort of a reputable company. So we obviously worked together with you, Liam, and Jay, And being able to, because we're obviously part of the Assets for Life team, being able to use Assets for Life as a tool to go out there and build that reputation with the local estate agents, letting agents and landlords that either A, know about Assets for Life, or B, can research Assets for Life.
So that really helps you, didn't it? The credibility. So not only did we train you, but you like partnered with us, and then because we know you and we're mentoring you and you've been on our training, you can go and say, hey, look, we're partnered with Assets for Life. We're now looking to move into the Ipswich area or the Norwich area or the Cambridge area, and that gave you instant credibility.
The way that we sort of approached it, which sort of helped in our breakthrough and getting sort of towards our deals, is we basically said we've been working alongside Assets for Life with them, been managing some of their units, and we're now branching off into our own and have started our own company.
Yeah.
And that really sort of struck a good note with the agents, and just...
And at the end of the day, using the knowledge that you gain from Assets for Life and just implementing it every single day, having that consistent action every single day, speaking to agents, speaking to landlords, going completely out of your comfort zone, because that's the only way you're going to get to where you want to be. And I'm a firm believer of that. We were at a point, we knew what we needed to do, we just had to get on and do it.
Brilliant.
And we came against some obstacles, which I'm sure we'll talk about.
Yeah, exactly. The time was a challenge. You know, initially getting that credibility was a challenge, but you used us, so you overcame that. And what was the third?
And money was an obstacle. I mean, you know, we had just bought our first home. We'd been in there sort of 12, 15 months. And we had to make some big sacrifices. We knew what we wanted to do, so we moved out of our home. That was our first buy-to-let. So that was our first rental property, and moved in with my mum, which was another big change, and had to adjust to that.
Had your daughter?
Yeah, we had our little girl.
How old is she now?
She's 15 months now.
Wow.
But
Bless her.
if you've got your goals set, which is what we've been taught, when you set your goals, you know what you need to do to get there.
They're the stepping
and
stones.
you have to make them sacrifices, and by following the simple system that you guys teach us, you just have to follow that to the T, and you're going to get the results. Whether it is 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the line, or whether it's sort of 4 or 5 months like us, it doesn't matter. You just got to follow that consistent process.
And having that, the financial freedom formula, following that process, having that in place, step 1, 2, 3, 4, gave us such a clear outline and the stepping stones to know exactly what to do each step of the way, as opposed to having literally just a folder full of information and having no idea what to do with it. Everything was laid out.
Everything's laid out, isn't it?
Everything's so simple to follow. I'm rubbish with numbers, but I can now analyse a deal, which I never thought I'd be able to do. So
that's really good. So for anyone that's watching right now, obviously you came to one of my events. That's where I teach the property freedom formula. What would you say to anyone watching now that's thinking of coming to one of my events, hanging out with me and Jay for the day, and really jumping on the bandwagon to become a property investor?
So what I would suggest is just get down there. You by taking that first step and getting to one of Liam's events, that is the main step forward. You know what you want in your life. You know what your reasons are for doing this. And working with Assets for Life, working with Liam and Jay, it's just going to propel you that much further forward, so much quicker. Brilliant. You could spend the next sort of 10 years debating whether this is something whether you want to do. But if you've got Liam and Jay, A, kicking you up the arse to get it done, and B, giving you a cuddle when you need to, you're going to get it done quicker.
So you're pleased that you made that investment to come to the day.
What have you got to lose by going to an event? 1 day of your time, which could completely alter the rest of your life in the best.
And do you feel this has altered your life? Do you feel the training that we've given you and the new path that you're now going down has been a life-changing outcome?
I would say, sort of, as I've said to you before, we've got our parents, whatever, but you, Liam and Jay, are our rich dads. You've completely changed our lives. And if it wasn't for us meeting you and taking that action, taking that time to come and see you in October, we wouldn't be anywhere near where we are now.
But it is a family, and if you put yourself into it, and you we've kind of bombarded you and pushed our way in because we want to get really far, and to do that you have to make a change and take the action and push yourself forward. But it's totally transformed our relationship.
So let's talk about the property deal now. So it's really good, right?
Yeah.
How did you find this deal, and where is the deal? Because I'm really excited about it.
So it was Friday, and I saw an advert on Gumtree. I was just scrolling through Gumtree as I do every day, and popped up, and it was a direct-to-landlord 2-bed property in the centre of Cambridge, ideal location, and I just picked up the phone and gave him a call.
Wow.
So
It's as easy as that, isn't it?
It literally,
You just pick up the bloody phone.
within a matter of hours.
Introduce yourself,
Yeah,
because you just don't know who your next hot lead is.
Within a matter of hours, we'd gone from no leads at all on that particular day to having a deal by the end of the day.
Yeah. So I picked up the phone, had a conversation with the landlord. It wasn't even that hard. It was just, hi, this is Alex from How Homes. We've seen your property on Gumtree. It's perfect for what we do, and it just spiraled from there. And so not only have we picked up this property in Cambridge, the landlord loves what we're doing. We've actually had to do a little bit of work to the property, which we're not afraid to do, just to make it right. And then he said, look, we've got X, Y, Z other properties that we're looking to take on in the next sort of 8 months, and we want obviously for you guys to manage it. So this is something that from a phone call on a Friday to potentially in the next year, pipeline wise, could be 8, 10, 12
properties,
12 apartments. So
yeah.
you don't know you don't know what's going to happen. Just pick up the phone and just do it.
Yeah, great. How long have you got that deal secured for?
3 years.
Yes, that deal's for 3 years.
Yeah, and what are you expecting to make net profit on that deal?
Net profit on that deal will be anything between £1,000 and £1,200 per calendar month profit.
£12,000 a year, 36,000 over the next 3 years, probably a little bit more, minus your initial investment cost. What's your initial investment cost?
Guys, because it was direct to landlord, with the training that we get from you guys, we've paid no deposit.
So no deposit.
No
deposit.
Yeah.
We've got,
another one bites the dust.
We've got a 2-week lead-in time for us to do the work before we pay any rent. And this is
actually very, very low money down.
Low.
Yeah,
So
very,
very low money down.
Yeah, expecting to get our money back out of the deal within 3 months.
Excellent, good.
So money out within 3 months, which will be brilliant. And so very small amount down.
Yeah.
And I believe, so that was on a Friday.
Yeah.
How long before you got the keys?
Saturday.
Oh, it was literally the next day. Oh,
Next
wow.
day.
So you just went up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
met the guy.
You had the phone call, turned around to me. I sort of shuffled about the diary. You literally shot up to Cambridge within 20 minutes, jumped in the shower, literally zoomed up there, met him, got on perfectly, obviously secured the deal, phoned me, and then we went up to meet him Saturday and signed contracts. And
so that's something you have to do. If an opportunity comes up, you have to pick up the phone.
Yeah.
He said, when can you view it? I said, I'm going to view it now.
Yeah.
Excellent, let's go.
Because someone else would have jumped
But
on it.
On the Saturday.
Someone would have jumped on it.
But also being ready by having all of the tools given to us by you guys and the mentors on the academy, we had our contract ready, sitting there, even though we didn't have any deals lined up. So literally we could put it in our folder and go. We didn't have to say, sorry, we're going to have to just draw that up or get back to you. We weren't hanging about. We had it ready.
And
We
have
were
you
good to
done
go.
this on a management agreement or a corporate letter agreement?
It's a company let agreement.
It's a company let agreement, which allows you to operate it as a serviced accommodation.
Yep.
Easy peasy,
Absolutely.
isn't it? It protects you.
Yep.
It protects the owner because he's now getting guaranteed rent, and then you're allowed to work your magic as a serviced accommodation. Now, I also believe you're very close to getting another couple of deals, I believe, from another developer.
Yes.
So just talk us through that. We will do another video because it's just typical.
Yeah.
It can take you maybe a week, 5 weeks, 5 months to get your first deal. And then all of a sudden you get like 2 or 3 in a row.
Yeah.
So talk us through that.
Okay, so previously we've had a number of viewings on apartments, and we've come across blocks where either the landlord or the block management company of the apartments don't allow service accommodation through their apartments, which you can bat your head against that as much as you like, but move on to the next one. There's so many deals out there. However, this particular one, I phoned up the estate agent, the letting agent on this new build block of apartments in Norwich, and he said, yep, completely happy with company let's get down for a viewing. So again, picked up the phone, got down to the viewing that day, and it turns out that the letting agent is actually the block manager,
But also,
not only of that apartment, but he works directly with the developer.
Wow.
And they're building another apartment block in Norwich within the next year.
But I'll just add to that, because this particular agent, we'd been, both of us, calling for 2-3 months and hadn't got any traction with them at all. And by being persistent, practicing our elevator pitch, practicing what we want to say, knowing our company and what we provide and our service inside and out, we had our breakthrough, and this was the result by sticking to.
This is good to know, because even though you get rejected from one agent today, that same agent in 3 months, it's the touch points, it's building that rapport, isn't it?
Still up for rent. Just wanted to reiterate exactly what our company can do for you, how we can work with you,
So
and it's
exactly,
it works.
So not only is it a complete new build apartment block, we're going to potentially get 2 to 4 deals in that apartment block, which not only reduces our costs for cleaners, linen, etc. It then just builds that credibility with that agent moving forward, and the cost to get into that deal is going to be very minimal as well, because they're brand new apartments.
Great. So
what's your company name? What's your web address?
So our company name is Hal Homes, and our website is www.halhomes.co.uk.
Excellent.
I've got every belief in you. You are going to become nationwide serviced accommodation operators. I also know that you are going to become the UK's #1 deal packaging duo, because you're not going to want all the deals yourself. I know you want to start selling and sourcing, because you know one of the biggest problems people have is sourcing deals, which actually doesn't need to be difficult. You've just got to do the stuff that I teach and do the stuff that you've gone and done. I'm so happy for you both, and we're going to catch up again with you in a few months' time. I really wanted to do this interview because it was your first deal. You have worked really hard. You've had lots of rejection, but you've persevered, and now you're going to absolutely fly. Would you agree that it's your first deal that's the hardest to get?
It is definitely. 100%.
And how do you feel now you've got your first deal?
Oh,
Amazing.
ecstatic. And we know it works. You know, you can spend all your time going through exactly the process. But getting that first deal over the line is such a good feeling, and it's going to be so quick to get our next ones over.
The key thing I think that people need to remember with anything is you can be given every single tool in the box, but if you don't pick it up and use it, nothing's going to get built.
Exactly.
So
Nice.
that's sort of my key point, really. Literally just keep going and work at it, and just put in that action, and good results and success is going to follow.
Any last thoughts from yourself? So speaking to the viewers, what do you want to tell them, Alex?
If you're sitting there and you want to change your life, get to one of Liam's events, because it's completely changed our lives, and it's such a simple system to follow. You follow it to the T, you take all the action that's necessary, it'll completely change your life, not just yours, but your family's.
Look, I just want to say a massive well done. It's great that you're part of the Assets for Life community. Big things are ahead for you, so a big congratulations. I'm really proud of you. You should be really proud of yourselves. And that just leaves one thing, and that's a nice big group hug. Nice one, yay! Wow, what an interview that was with Hayley and Alex. It's been amazing to see their journey, but look, you can do this as well. What is holding you back? Maybe you're in the rat race. Maybe you've got some fear. Maybe you're in some bad debt. I'm here to tell you right now, property has no barrier to entry. It doesn't matter who you are watching this video right now, you can and you will become a property investor. So what I want you to do now is click the link somewhere around me and watch another one of my videos, and make sure you come and attend my one-day event where you can spend a whole day with me. If I can do it, you can do it. Think big or go home, and I'll see you in another episode.